Students, today we are going to see the second experiment of digital communication laboratory. So in the last class laboratory we have discussed about amplitude modulation and demodulation. So in this session we are going to discuss about second experiment, frequency modulation and demodulation. Okay. So here also we are going to follow the wiring sequence and we are going to use this kit. So as usual in the last class we have discussed this is a master kit. So inside we are going to use one slave kit. Okay, so this is the slave kit used for frequency modulation and demodulation. Okay, so now we are going to see the wiring sequence for this frequency modulation. So first we are going to have the plus 12 volts given to this input. Okay, so we are going to have this plus 12 volts power supply. This is the power supply part, and we are going to have the plus 12 volts. It is given to this slave kit. So here we are going to give it to the first pin. So plus 12 volts to here also we are going to have one plus 12 volts. So first pin, and minus 12 volts here we are going to have. So that is being connected to here in the slave kit minus 12 volts. Then we are going to have ground. That wire is being connected to the this third pin. Okay, that is ground. Okay, center it is ground. So the power supply part and ground connection is over. Then we are going to have the FG output here. So this is the part FG. So here we are having FG output that's been given to here the audio inputs. Okay, which is the 14th pin. Then we are going to connect the input audio input to here 11th pin, 4 to 11 we are going to give one connection. Then we are going to have this connection pin number 22 to adder output 6, where we are going to get the outputs modulated output there. In the pin number 6 we are going to get the frequency modulated output in the pin number 6. Then we are going to have one more connection, pin number 15 to pin number 23 we are going to have one connection. Then pin number 19 to pin number 15. All this wiring sequence will be given in the manual itself. So we have to go through the wiring sequence. So once the wiring sequence is known, then only we will be able to give the connections. Otherwise we will not be able to get the proper output, modulated as well as demodulated output. Okay. So we are going to take the modulated output at this pin number 6. Then we are going to have the demodulated outputs here pin number 16, which is being connected to low pass filter input 27. So there we are going to get the demodulated outputs. Okay, FM demodulated output. Now I am going to show you the waveform, how the frequency modulation waveform will be. Okay. So by looking at this diagram, we could see first the message signal, carrier signal first, high frequency carrier signal, then the message signal, low frequency message signal, then FM modulated signal we could see here. Okay, so then we are going to have frequency demodulation. Finally we are going to have the original message. Okay, so this is the frequency modulation and demodulation. So now we are going to see the same output in CRO also. So this is the CRO positive. I am going to get the frequency modulated output. So I am going to keep it at the modulated output. So now I am going to get the output in the CRO. So this is the frequency modulated output that we are viewing in the CRO. Okay. So this is the FM modulated output we are seeing. Okay. So this is the frequency modulated output. Now we are going to have the frequency demodulation. So I am going to remove this. I am going to keep this pin at pin number 28. So now we will get the frequency demodulated output. Okay. So this is the frequency demodulated output. So this is the experiment, frequency modulation and demodulation. So first we should know the wiring sequence. So by giving the proper wiring sequence in this kit, we will be able to get the modulated and demodulated output.